Today we will be replacing the spark plug wires in this third generation Toyota 4Runner. Fairly straightforward job. We really only need two tools. I've got my 10mm socket and a flathead screwdriver. We're going to have to remove this air box and then pop off the old wiring harness and slap on the new one. Now, I've seen various different responses for how frequent you should change out the wiring harness here on a third gen 4Runner. Some say 60,000 miles, some say 100,000 miles, some say 5 years, some say every single time you do the spark plugs. I have gone over 100,000 miles with this wire set, so I think it is about time to replace it. First off, I disconnected the negative on my battery. Next up, we will remove the air box, which is a 10mm here and a 10mm there, and then we'll move these wires out of the way so we can pop the air box out. Okay, now pulling it out of the way. Note that there's a hose right here on the back side. There it is right there that we also had to remove, but that allows us to get down to the wire connections right here. Here we have the wires that will connect right here, and this is why we have a flathead. We want to put it up underneath this clip, and here's another look at the new one. Again, this is just going to pull outward and allow this to slide off. Now, it might take you a second to wiggle each one of them off, but at this point, once you do have them removed, come over here and start removing the clips that cover up the front of the engine. Most of mine have broken off, but I did have this one that I've removed. But now we can start to move that off to the side and head over to the driver's side connections. Now, this side is fairly easy. All we're having to do is pop these guys out. We should have enough space to remove each one of them, even with the intake on. And now the back one was a little tricky back here, but with just a little bit of wiggling of some other hoses, I was able to get it out and around from the plenum. And so here's the old harness laid out on the ground, essentially how it would lay in the engine. And then here is our new spark plug wires. And so with our new harness, we're going to put it on in the reverse order of how we took the old one off. So we'll put the driver's side on first, and we even have the cylinder numbers listed out on the plugs themselves. Now, I'm trying to put the least amount of strain as possible on the spark plug wire as possible. So I had to pull this hose up out of the way in order to slide this down into place and have it to where it's actually going to seat into the valve cover. Okay, so this second one right here, I've now got it into place. I'm gonna slide it down, pop it down in there. There we go. And I actually had to take it out of the clip that it was originally in just to give it enough leeway. I'll twist it around, and then I'm gonna put that wire back into the clip just so it doesn't wiggle around. But it was a little bit tricky to get in there before popping that wire out of the clip. Okay, and as we make our way over to the passenger side, you can see we have this clip right here on the harness, and my old one is still broken off in here, so I'm going to remove it, hopefully with just my fingers. And there it is. Okay, I know this coil pack says 3, but I swapped these coil packs 3 and 1 around in the past trying to find a misfire. But this is cylinder number 1, and so we're gonna go ahead and take the number 1 wire here and connect it in. And then next up we've got number 3. And lastly, number 5. And so now I'm gonna slide all of our clips back into place. So there's one there. This one I had already done. And then these ones were broken on the old one, but now that I've got this new harness, I can utilize them. So that one and that one. Now at this point, what we're gonna wanna do is double check and make sure that everything is connected so we can give it a little pull, make sure it's connected on there. And then we're gonna put the air box back in, connect the battery, and fire it up. And then if you took off any hoses Make sure you put them back on. So this is the one that I had taken off, right there. And then right here on our silencer. And then this one right here, you can slide back in place right there. Now we can tighten up our 210 millimeters. And now to fire it up. All right, and it is as simple as that. Shouldn't take but about 20, maybe 30 minutes to replace the spark plug wires on your 3rd gen Toyota 4Runner. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave it a like, leave a comment, and if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Squeaks.